Ever find yourself just staring at a screen trying to figure out what to order when really you just wish you could say what you want?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be easier? It's interesting how we might move beyond just, you know, tapping and swiping everything.
Towards something more conversational.
Exactly. Using your voice for everyday things like figuring out lunch.
Well, that ties right into what we're diving into today. We've been looking at this concept from a company called Voice Model.
Ah, yes. The sub-idea for Subway.
Right. A voice assistant for ordering, taking that classic Subway customization.
And making it as easy as just talking.
So this deep dive is really about exploring how this conceptual AI sub could personalize and maybe simplify ordering at Subway.
It's that mix, isn't it? Subway's huge menu and customization potential, but with the speed and, well, natural feel of voice.
And the idea isn't just for one place. They're thinking kiosks in the store,
Mm-hmm.
the mobile app, obviously, and even drive-thrus.
So kind of a seamless voice option wherever you happen to be ordering from.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get into the nuts and bolts. What's sub actually supposed to do? What jumped out at you?
Well, the memory aspect, first off.
Mhm.
Remembering past orders.
Oh, yeah. And dietary preferences, too. That's huge.
It is. No more repeating yourself or digging through order history.
Yeah.
It just knows.
Like a person would, ideally.
Precisely. It brings that kind of intuitive interaction to the tech.
And then there's the recommendation part. That seemed pretty advanced.
You mean suggesting things based on what? Mood
Mm.
or weather?
Yeah, or maybe what you ordered recently. Not just showing you the same old menu.
That gets into context, doesn't it? Making the suggestions relevant to right now.
Like suggesting something cool on a hot day.
Or maybe something comforting if it's raining, that kind of intelligence.
Right. And, oh, group orders. Anyone who's tried to manage one of those.
Ah, yeah. The idea of the assistant helping sort that out, that sounds useful.
And handling last-minute changes. Oh, wait, add cheese to that one.
Without having to start over or confuse things. And, of course, accessibility.
Good point. For people who find touchscreens tricky or just prefer voice.
It makes it more user-friendly, plus the focus seems to be on speed and accuracy, which you definitely need in fast food.
Okay, so to make this feel more real, they gave some customer scenarios, like Jordan, the personal trainer in Toronto.
Right, the early morning workout guy. Needs food fast.
So he's done with the 6 a.m. client, needs protein, low sugar. He just tells Sub.
Something like sub, high protein, low sugar today.
And Sub pulls up his usual, that power bowl.
Yeah. Suggests the rotisserie chicken bowl, double egg, all that, he confirms.
And boom, picks it up minutes later. Super efficient for his schedule and diet.
It really highlights that convenience when you have specific needs and zero time.
Okay, next up, Priya. Working mom, Mississauga. Juggling kids, work. Sounds familiar.
A very common scenario, using the mobile app this time.
And she needs a family order, so she just lists it out.
Pretty much, sub, family order, 2 veggie delights, 6-inch, 1 turkey, no cheese.
1 foot-long meatball, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And then sub might prompt, add cookies, drinks,
Yeah.
based on past orders.
She adds them, schedules the pickup, done. That definitely saves time and mental energy.
Absolutely. Taking one thing off that busy parent plate, it simplifies coordinating meals.
Last one, Mullock. Late-night coder in Vancouver. Needs food, feeling tired.
Ah, the late-night craving. At an in-store kiosk this time.
Doesn't want to think too hard, just asks.
Sub, what's warm and cheesy I haven't tried? Something like that.
A general idea, but open to suggestions, less effort.
And sub suggests, what was it? The toasted chicken bacon ranch.
Yeah, extra cheddar on Italian urban cheese. He goes for it. No menu scrolling needed.
That shows the discovery side, right? And cutting down on decision fatigue when you're just wiped.
It's a good example of that. So we see how it could work. But let's talk about the why. Why voice integration now? What's the push?
Well, broadly speaking, voice is just becoming more common everywhere, isn't it? Smart speakers, phone assistants.
True. It feels more natural sometimes than typing or tapping.
Yeah, often faster, too, especially if your hands are busy or you're on the move.
And like we said, the personalization potential seems much higher with voice. Remembering you.
Understanding context, preferences, it can create a much more tailored interaction than just a generic interface.
And that inclusivity point you raised earlier.
Definitely. It opens things up for people who might struggle with visual interfaces or touch screens. It's more accessible.
Plus, for things like drive-thrus, it just makes sense. Hands-free.
Totally. Safer, easier. It feels like a natural evolution, you know? Like how we went from cash registers to touch screens.
Now, maybe towards voice for even more efficiency.
And a more user-centric approach, yeah.
Now, it wasn't just about the function. They talked about giving sub a personality.
Right. Not just a robot voice. They described it as confident, efficient.
And friendly, like a helpful employee who knows you.
Yeah. Aiming for that regular customer feel,
Yeah.
making you feel recognized.
Which, from a business perspective, builds loyalty.
For sure. It's positioning sub not just as an order taker, but like a partner.
The text called it a digital teammate for your appetite.
Huh. Yeah. Someone anticipating what you need, adapting, reducing friction.
So the personality ties into making the whole thing feel smarter, not just faster.
Exactly. Enhancing that core Subway idea customization, but making it feel more intuitive for today's world.
Okay, so wrapping up our deep dive on sub, what are the main takeaways, the big potential benefits here?
I'd say convenience is number one.
Right.
Faster, easier ordering across different scenarios.
Then personalization, remembering you, suggesting relevant things.
Definitely. And third, that improved accessibility for more users.
It really is interesting to see how tech could enhance that have it your way idea Subway built its brand on.
It adds a layer of intelligence, of ease, onto that existing freedom of choice. More conversational, more intuitive.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it, if this kind of voice interaction works for ordering a sandwich?
Mm.
How else might these kinds of personalized voice assistants change other parts of our daily routines beyond just food? Something to think about.